Hello, believers! A lot of you were asking me which player is best to claim from the Ragnarok event, according to the Shards budget we have, and what's the best time to claim 110 to 111 OVR players from the Ragnarok event. So, in this video, we will know the best players to claim from Ragnarok according to the Shards amount you have in your inventory. Apart from that, we are also going through all these topics. 1. Get 111 OVR player. And is this the best time to claim players from Shards Exchange? 2. Best players to claim in from Ragnarok event in each and every Shards budget and position. So believers, this is going to be the best ever Shard player suggestion video for after Daybreak Ragnarok, and for more amazing contents like this, make sure you have liked this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's begin with point number 1. Get 111 OVR player. And is this the best time to claim players from Shards Exchange? That totally depends on you guys, but overall, I have to say you can definitely claim players from Shards Exchange. However, these are some important things that you guys should be sure of before claiming any players. Firstly, we have 5 days remaining, and in the remaining 5 days, you should be sure which player you are claiming. For example, you can see here I have 535 shards, and not only that, you can calculate all the shards you have in your inventory. Here, if I calculate all the amount of shards from my inventory, then I will have around 1,140 shards. So, firstly, you have to decide which player you are claiming. I have already planned. I will claim the Capdevilla, which costs 1,250 shards. So, I have to collect 110 more shards. So I really can't claim 1,250 shards right now instantly, as it's quite hard unless I follow up some strategies like opening 2,500 gems pack, trying 3,000 gems pack. Anyway, I haven't grinded anything in this whole event, as you know. Well, I am busy with some other important projects. So for this video, my Discord staff Fizu gave me this account, and thanks a lot to him for the account. Anyway, if you guys want to claim the player instantly, then there is also another idea if you have almost fulfilled the shards you aim to collect. For example, I need 1,250 shards to get a Capdevilla card, and for that, I just need 110 shards. So if I want him instantly, then I can go to market and purchase 104 rating After Daybreak versions of players, and then simply exchange it for the After Daybreak shards. Just bros, make sure you have purchased After Daybreak versions of players for After Daybreak shards, and Mighty Winter version of players for Mighty Winter shards. Anyway, he has given me permission for purchasing players, but I don't want to bear the loss and purchase players with coins, as he have still 5 days, and in 5 days, he can get a lot of shards. Now, many of you guys have similar situation, like you might be aiming to claim specific players, and you might not have claimed required amount of shards. Like, I need 1,250 shards here, but I need 110 more shards, as I have 1,140 shards. So, let's learn some ideas to earn more shards for fulfilling more shards. Firstly, in next 5 days, you can get 50 shards from here. From this gems pack, you might get 50 to 100 shards, or even more than that. If you have a lot of gems, you can also get more 10 to 100 shards from this 2,500 gems pack. Final section is trying out this weekend pick pack, which gives 1,500 shards directly. I can say confidently, out of 100% people who are watching this video, 1 to 5% of you are surely getting this 1,500 shards, so you have chances to get free 111 OVR player from here, and as per my past video analysis, I proved why this pack is best, and you can check that video in my channel. Next, bros. Finally, if you failed to collect shards, then grinding this After Daybreak chapters is one more way to collect shards. So, overall, you can get around 200 to 1,500 shards, depending upon the luck you have. Now, bros, after that, also, if you fail to collect aimed shards, then I highly suggest you do the coins purchase method. Finally, one more remainder I want to give you, bros, is don't make mistake of collecting shards more than it's required for your aimed players exchange. Like, I need 1,250 shards, so I should not claim more than 1,250 shards. You all know even 1 to 2 fodders have great uses, so that's why you must do analysis like I am doing for better benefits in upcoming events. Anyway, now to know best players to claim from Ragnarok After Daybreak according to the shards price you have, let's move to point number 2. Best players to claim in from the Ragnarok event in each and every shards budget and position. So, here we are discussing according to the position we are going with each and every position, and I'm going to tell you which budget players to take in each position. For example, you can see here, we have a lot of positions. Like we have striker, left wing, right wing in the attacking position, and in the midfield we have center midfielder, center attacking midfielder, center, defensive midfielder, and we have more positions in the defensive lines. Now, bros, for the simplicity, I'm going to suggest to you players from our Shard Player Suggester tool. This is one of the most powerful tools that you will get in FC Mobile when it comes to player selections from the Shard Exchange. So for just a basic understanding, I'm going to talk a little bit about this interface. Firstly, in the Ragnarok event, EA have launched the players in a total of 6 weeks. From week 1 to week 3, they launch players related to Mighty Winter, right? And from week 4 to week 6, they have launched the players related to Ragnarok After Daybreak. I will suggest to you the players from the Ragnarok After Daybreak part mostly, but I will also tell you Mighty Winter players who might be better compared to After Daybreak players. For example, I am going with the striker position first. As you know, I'm going to suggest you players from all the weeks. I am not filtering week 1 to week 6 separately in this tool. I'm filtering all players, which filters all the weak players. You can definitely go budget-wise also, like you can select specific budget, for instance, MN budget and max budget of Shards, and filter the players. But I will not filter specific amount. I will simply filter only the striker. And here you can see, it is suggesting me all the striker position players. So when I filter the striker position, I have a lot of players that are suggested by this tool. Firstly, we have Diddler Drogba, who cost 1,250 shards, but he is top 20 ST plus 2 costly and not that great in performance, so not suggested. Next we have David Ginola, who cost 1,500 shots and it's top 3 strike or plus. You can play a lot of all position like left wing center attacking midfielder. So David Ginola, I am preferring if you have 1,500 shards. Next we have Dennis Bergkamp, who is actually central attacking midfielder, but since it has an alternative position ST, this tool is also suggesting the alternative position, but in such cases, you just have to ignore it. Next we have Erling Haaland, and he also costs 1,250 shards, and he is top 15 striker. He's costly. So I am not preferring him next. We have Zlatan, who is very much costly like Shards, and he is also top 11 striker. So I am not even preferring Zlatan. Next, we have Fernando Torres from After Daybreak, and he cost 1,500 shards, but it's top 10 striker. Now here the twist is we have already David Ginola in striker position, who costs 1,500 sads, and he is top 3 striker. But in the Ragnarok After Daybreak, there is Fernando Torres, who is good striker, but he is not comparable with Ginola. So I don't prefer any strike or position from After the Break, who is with 111 over. Talking about 110 OVR players. You can see here we have a lot of strikers like Voller. We have Owen, who is from a Mighty Winter, and from After Daybreak, we have just this Bierhoff. To be honest, there is no striker who comes close to Owen in the 110 OVR, but he is from a Mighty Winter, so from After the Break version, there is no striker which you can claim if you really want performance and go with better shard price. Next, we also have 109 and 108 OVR players, but very soon after 1 to 2 months, we are getting 112 and 113 OVR as max OVR. That's the reason those 108, 109 players are going to get outdated, so I am not suggesting any 108 and 109 OVR players. I hope you have understood why it's actually very important to filter out both the Mighty Winter and Ragnarok After Daybreak players in this tool. That's because it really helps to find out is After Daybreak specific position player better against Mighty Winter or not. You even saw that in 111 OVR, like Ginola was easily beating the Torres card, and Owen was easily beating other 110 OVR After Daybreak versions. Now moving to the left wingers in the 111 OVR, we have Best from a Mighty Winter, and from the After the Break we have Nico Williams. Nico will definitely beat Best, and they both are good players, so you can do both of them. But the thing is, Best is a little bit cheap, and you can play a lot of important alternate positions like right winger and cam. So it's upon you which one you will go for, and in the under 110 OVR, we have Rafael Leao, who comes on 1,250 shards, and he is top 10 left winger right now in the game. If you really need a left winger, then from this event, this is only the option. However, he is very much costly and gives performance, and in the Grassroot Greats event, there is an alternative of him, who is Di Natale, and he feels much better than Leao. Next, we have a right wing position. In the right wing position, we don't have any After Daybreak players, but we have Garincha from Mighty Winters, who is top 5 right winger, and I am recommending him in just 1,000 shards. Next, we have a center midfield position, and in the central midfield mainly we have Bellingham and Zidane. I definitely recommend Bellingham over Zidane, but he is also great, and you can go for him. Talking about only 110 OVR, we have Schweinsteiger, who costs 800 shards, and we have one more player from After Daybreak, but he is not good. Next, we have CDM, and in CDM, from the Mighty Winter, we have Tour, and from After Daybreak, we have Caicedo. Toura is definitely better than Caicedo, and in 110, we have a lot of players, but none of them are worthy. Next, we have Cam, and in the Cam, We have a lot of Mighty Winter versions of players. Musiala is best to go 4, and Shards are also 1000. We don't have After Daybreak version. In 110, we don't have anyone worthy to take. Now moving to right midfielder and left midfielder. In these positions, I always suggest you to use the LW or RW versions who can play LM and RM. Like you can see here, Nico is left winger and you use him in LM. And if he is top in left wing plus can play on LM, he is best in LM too. Next we have GK position. And in GK position this time you can go for Peter Sech. And in 110 OVR, there is no great GK. Talking about center back, we have Blanc, Ferdinand and company. We are on almost similar price. You can definitely go for company. And talking about on OVR, I will suggest you guys go for Hujisen, and from the After Daybreak there is no CB. Finally, we have fullbacks, and talking about fullbacks, we have a lot of options like Carlos Alberto, Capdevila, Maicon, so you can definitely go for Capdevila if it's LB. If you are going for RB, go for Maicon. If you don't have Mighty Winter Shards, and go for Carlos Alberto if you have Mighty Winter Shards. Both of them are top 1 to top 3 RB. Alberto is like top 1, where Maicon is like top 2 to top 3. In 110 OVR also, we have many options, but from the Mighty Winter only Lizarazu LB is good to go. And from the Mighty Winter, we have Frimpong and Gvardiol. Frimpong is expensive, but both Lizarazu and Gvardiol are cheap, so they are the best options. Now I hope so, you have selected right players through the advice that I gave to you bros. So believers, that's all for now. I will meet you with the next one. Till then, your lovely host Mr. Believer signs out.